Hi everybody. Today I'm going to tell you how to do this mirror image of this paper doll. I made this tag yesterday and posted it on my Facebook page, on the Tim Holtz Addicts page, my Instagram page, and I've gotten so many requests asking to tell them how I did this. Honestly, it's super easy. Once I tell you what you need and what to do, you're going to be like, why didn't I think of that? But I can tell you, I thought of this before I went to bed the other night. It stayed on my mind all night. I didn't get any sleep. I had to get up and try it. So, it's super easy. You only need a few things, which I'm sure you probably already have. You need a Tim Holtz paper doll. This one I think is from Halloween last year. If you're going to do the same frame as me, you need the Tim Holtz Sizzix 3D Impresslets floral frame. Love this one. I love all the Impresslets actually. These are so nice. Whatever cardstock you want to cut your frame from, I use black mixed media cardstock yesterday for this frame. Today for my sample one, I just cut it out of a scrap piece of craft paper. This frame normally cuts out so beautifully, but I used my Cricut Cuttlebug and it didn't give it enough pressure and it didn't cut out great. So ignore that. These usually cut out perfectly every time and they're gorgeous. You're also going to need some scrap printer paper, silver mirror cardstock, clear sticker paper. Can use acetate, but I didn't like the way that turned out. I'll tell you why once we get going. You're also going to need scissors, pencil, maybe a straight pen, glue, Barely Art Precision Craft glue is what I used. I love this glue. Works great. It comes with several different tips. You can get it all year round, not just in the summertime. I'm funny about that. If I have a glue I like, I want to be able to get it when I need it, not just in the summertime. I live in Virginia, and we do get cold here. So, and that other glue, I can't get here in the wintertime. This I can. You also need a printer at home that will let you do copies of things, or a scanner that you can then copy something with. And lastly, you need this Crackle Accents from Ranger. That's where the magic happens. So let's get started. So the first thing you want to do is you want to take your doll and you want to put it in your copier scanner. If you have not used your copier scanner to do copies before, I highly recommend. That's why I said the paper, you do some tests on it. I hadn't done my copier for quite some time. I forgot that it did not print them out at the same size they are. So you can see it cut her head off. This one's too small. I don't know what happened here. That one was too small. I had printer sticker paper in mine when I messed this up the first time, which is why I have this messed up paper. This was my messed up sheet. So definitely test it. I ended up having to set mine at 105% increase when I printed it, to print it out at the same size she was. I think it may have printed her slightly bigger, but I was fine with that. So anyway, first thing you want to do is you want to copy the paper doll and print it out. For today's demonstration, I'm just going to use these ones that didn't print out correctly, because like I said, I don't really need to make a whole second one of these, so this is just for show today. I'm also going to tell you this, I would not recommend doing this unless this is for you. Don't do this to sell, don't do this to give away. If this is something you're making for yourself, I think it's fine. I even felt kind of bad copying Tim Holtz paper doll, making a copy of it for myself. So highly recommend this only be for if you're personal use only. So let's get started. Once you have this printed out, I just cut a square around mine. I decided I wanted her mirrored, the image mirrored, so she's facing a different way. And my concern with that was this going to run? So only thing I did was I took another piece of clear piece of the sticker paper, I laid it over it, cut around a square around it, and then I just cut it out like this. So it's sticker paper, your printed image, and then your sticker paper. And here you can see it's backing. I also want to tell you now, the reason I don't like the acetate is it did not print great. It was like really thick. It was taking forever to dry. I tried dabbing some of it off. It didn't print great. I tried dabbing some of it off. It still didn't look good. This I kind of like though. If that's all you have, you can try it, but I would definitely recommend printing it out, letting it sit overnight, and then doing this. And also still putting some type of barrier between that and the glue. So if you have something like a laminate or something you could put over it, that could work. So anyway, that's why I don't like that. So once I got that cut out and the sticker paper put over it, I just set it to the side. I then cut out my frame. Oops. Cut out my frame. I did all the decorating on my frame and had that ready. Then I took this centerpiece. You want to save this. And I took that and I just laid it on the back side of my mirrored cardstock, traced around it, and then just fussy cut around it just slightly bigger than what it is so that it would fit into this frame. Like that. So after I did that, I measured my doll to see where I wanted her, cut out the bottom part of her, and I took a little bit of glossy accent. You could use the crackle accents. You could use you probably could use Tim Holtz Collage medium also, because that dries clear. That will work. And just glued her to the mirror wherever you want her. And she's sticking to my finger because she's sticky. This is the sticky side. You want that up. It's not going to hurt it when you put the crackle down. You're not going to know it's there. It's going to cover it up. So that's the side you want up. Then I glued my frame down using my Barely Art glue. Just around the edges, glued it down, held it, made sure everything was dry. Once everything was dry, that's when I came in with my crackle accents. The first run of this, I did it really thick. It says that the thicker you put it, it gives you more cracks, bigger cracks, and that's what I wanted, because I wanted it to look like a broken mirror. So I put that on, I set it aside. I worked on the rest of my tag, color my paper doll, stamping, inking, everything. About an hour and a half later, came back, wasn't really thinking it wasn't going to be dry because I thought it would be like glossy accents and it would dry quickly. This is not like glossy accents. This takes, after what I did, I found out reading the bottle that it can take 1 to 4 hours to dry. So make sure you give yourself drying time. I picked it up not knowing and stuck my finger in it and messed it up. So I decided I needed to start over because there was no fixing where I had stuck my finger. So I used a little bit of heat on it, a heat tool, and then peeled it off. And you can see here on mine where I left some of the edges because I really like that look. So I left that on there. Well, once I peeled it off, it was fine. And I just went back over it a second time with the crackle accents. This time I did a lighter coat, and I also took a paintbrush and just in one direction brushed it to smooth it out. It says if you use a paintbrush on it, you get this much lighter crackle crazy kind of look, which I really liked. I even though that's not the look I had started to go for, after I got it, I really liked it. So I decided to leave it like that. Whichever one you want to do is up to you. Just remember, if you're going to put it on thick for those bigger cracks, you do want to give yourself time for it to dry. Don't just pick it up like I did and stick your finger in it. So that's all you need to do to make this. Like I said, it's super easy. Just need the stuff. You probably could also achieve a very similar effect with the Tim Holtz crazing collage medium. I would think that would probably give you something similar to this too. Like I said, I have wanted to do this because it's supposed to give you these big, see on the bottle, these big cracks. That's the look I was going for. But maybe next time. So that's all it is to it. That's all you need to do. If you have any questions after this video, please let me know. If you like my tag and want to see some more of what I make, you can always find me on Instagram. I post everything I make on Instagram. Tanya Brooks 2 on Instagram. I'll put a link to that below. If you like this video and are going to try this, let me know. Like my video. If you try it, leave me a comment telling me you tried it. Love to know how it worked out for you. Thanks for watching.